Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Boat Warrior. In today's video I will show you what is the tower and the Season 11 leaderboards in Diablo 4. For the longest time players have complained that there is no endgame in Diablo 4, or better said, there seems to be no reason to continue getting stronger or simply playing the game after a few weeks. So in an attempt to answer that problem, Blizzard will introduce the tower in Season 11. Alright, so in order to unlock the tower you need to unlock the pit, that is the first step. Next you will notice that the tower levels will match those levels that you have previously unlocked at the pit. This means that you cannot attempt to clear the tower level 60 unless you have previously cleared the pit tier 60. That being said, let's see how the tower looks like. Open it and you will enter a random level that looks similar to the pit, however there are some obvious differences. The first one is the timer. For the tower you only have 10 minutes to complete it. The second thing that you will notice is the gold and purple circle. Similar to the Undercity, the timer won't start or the level won't begin until you leave the circle. So once you're ready, go for it. The third thing is that the type of enemies you will get and their affixes are completely random, same as the map, but there is an additional thing. You will notice as you progress through the map that some enemies have a red marker. This red marker indicates that these enemies are more powerful, but they also drop these special light orbs that will boost filling up the progress bar. This means that ideally you want to find these special monsters as fast as possible, however don't ignore the other enemies. They also will help towards the level's progress, but they don't give as much progress as the ones marked in red. So an ideal run will be a mix of slaying the regular enemies as you make your way to find all the special red enemies. The next thing you will notice are the shrines, that you won't be able to interact with them immediately as they are trapped inside the new shielded pylons. They have a lot of health points, so you need to spend some time to destroy the shield and then use the shrine. Personally, I do make a priority to destroy these shields when I encounter them. Once you're done with the first floor, you will enter the second one and it follows the same idea. The only thing that I'm missing right now are the new tower goblins, which are called Mastery Goblins. They look the same as a treasure goblin, but the difference is that when slayed, they will give you light orbs, same as the enemies marked in red. They will also boost your progress bar. Once you fill the progress bar completely, all enemies will disappear and you will get the tower's boss. I have no idea how many different bosses are out there, but all I know is that they have a lot of life and deal a lot of damage. However, the most important thing to take into consideration is that whatever time you have left on your timer is the amount of time you've got to dispose of him. This means that the builds that attempt to clear the tower need to be great at both slaying groups of enemies and also at slaying bosses. Once you defeat the boss, the message of the tier that has been completed will appear, also your time, and I believe your ranking. For me, it doesn't show at the moment because the tower is not fully functional, but once it does, it will show your ranking. You will also be able to check your ranking in the leaderboards at the Artificer's Obelisk or at the collections menu. So there you have it. This is the upcoming way of giving some meaning to continue playing throughout the season. Please let me know what you think of this in the comments. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.